They look like ordinary places on a map. Quiet towns, distant islands, peaceful forests. But what if I told you some of them were never meant to be visited? Some were erased by governments. Others hold ancient secrets. Or worse, still burn from the inside out. In today's video, we uncover 5 real places around the world that are off limits, deadly, or disturbingly cursed. If you're brave enough, stay with me. But a warning, once you learn about these places, you may never forget them. Let's begin with a town right here in the United States. A place locals don't like to talk about. A place known as Helltown, Ohio. Once a normal small village in Ohio, everything changed in the 1970s. One by one, families were forced to leave. The government bought every home, every building, then sealed it off. They said it was for a national park, but the park was never built. Instead, fences went up, roads were blocked, and the town began to rot. Over time, the stories grew. Some say there was a chemical spill. Others claim a secret experiment went wrong. People who try to explore the town today report being chased by black, unmarked trucks. The signs at the edge say no trespassing, but the locals say more. They say if you go too far into Helltown, you won't come back the same. What's buried there may not want to stay buried. Now let's go far east, to a forest at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan. It's beautiful, green, peaceful, but the silence, it's not normal. Aokigahara Forest, also known as the Suicide Forest, is unlike any other place on Earth. It's so quiet, you can hear your own heartbeat. Birds don't sing. The air feels heavy. Every year, hundreds of people walk in and don't come out. They say you start to hear whispers in the wind, see shadows between the trees, and worst of all, feel the forest pulling you in. Even compasses spin wildly, and GPS stops working. Locals believe the forest is cursed, and some say once you step too far from the trail, the forest decides whether you leave. From Japan, we traveled to Venice, Italy, to a small island that looks peaceful from the water. But Poveglia Island holds a past soaked in pain. During the Black Plague, this was where the sick and dying were sent to die. Over 160,000 bodies were dumped here, burned in pits, left to rot. Later, a mental hospital was built on top of the remains. Patients there spoke of shadows, of screams in the night. The doctor in charge? He reportedly went insane and jumped from the bell tower. They say the bell still rings at night, even though it was removed long ago. No one lives there now. The island is banned to visitors. And the soil, they say, is more ash than earth.
Now, off the coast of India, there's a place frozen in time, North Sentinel Island, home to the Sentinelese people, one of the last uncontacted tribes on Earth. For over 60,000 years, they've lived without modern technology, without outside contact, and without tolerance for visitors. In 2006, 2 fishermen drifted too close. They were killed immediately. In 2018, a missionary tried to make contact. He never made it past the beach. His body was never recovered. Indian law now bans anyone from coming within 3 miles of the island. But even if it weren't illegal, would you risk stepping onto land where you are seen as the enemy? Finally, in the heart of Turkmenistan, burns a fire that refuses to go out. Locals call it the door to hell. In 1971, Soviet scientists were drilling for gas when the ground collapsed, forming a massive crater. To stop the leak of methane, they set it on fire, expecting it to burn out in a few days. That was over 50 years ago. It's still burning. The crater glows day and night, a fiery pit in the middle of the desert. Standing near the edge, you can feel the heat blast your skin, and some say you can hear the earth growling. No one knows how deep it really goes, but it hasn't stopped since, like the earth itself is bleeding fire from the inside. So now that you've seen them, would you visit any of these places? Would you walk into the forest that swallows people whole? Or peek into a burning pit that's never gone out? Tell me in the comments. Type "I would" if you're brave, or no chance if you felt something cold run down your spine. And if this video made you curious, hit subscribe. We explore the darkest parts of the world, and sometimes what hides behind reality itself. Next time, we go deeper. Stay curious, stay cautious.